This one is absolutely crazy. April 25th, 2026, the White House Correspondents Dinner was cut short because an armed man attempted to breach security at the Washington Hilton, where the dinner was being hosted. So at about 8:35 p.m., that's when the guests started taking cover because gunshots were heard. As you know, no one actually ended up severely injured. One Secret Service member was shot, but was wearing a bulletproof vest. The man was apprehended, and then our news feeds were filled with how Trump should have the ballroom for the next however many days, right? So what's crazy is when we pull up the chart for Washington, D.C. at 8:35 p.m., we find something absolutely insane. At that moment, Uranus was at 29 degrees and 59 minutes of Taurus. So this was the last minute of the last degree. At the same time, the moon was at 29 degrees and 43 minutes of Leo. So Uranus in the sky and the moon in the sky were exactly 90 degrees away from each other, with the orb being less than 1/4 of 1 degree. So this is like pretty much as strong as you can get of an exact square happening between moon and Uranus. So that itself is not the most significant thing because that happens every month as the moon moves around, right? The insane part is that Donald Trump's ascendant in his birth chart is at 2954 of Leo. Which, by the way, if you didn't know, that's one of the things that contributes to all the drama that surrounds him is the 29-degree Leo ascendant. That exact conjunction between the moon in the sky and his ascendant were exactly square to Uranus in the sky, which was at exactly the last minute of the last degree of Taurus. That means that Uranus in the sky was squaring his ascendant by just 4 minutes difference. The chances of that event happening at that exact moment is so insane. Only 15 minutes later, Uranus moved into Gemini, where it will remain for 7 years. Only 30 minutes later, the moon moved into Virgo. So the timing of that exact moment was this exact square on the 29th degree of those two fixed signs. And this is why we emphasize the 29th degree so much, because critical things happen when these 29-degree transits or placements are triggered by something.